Okay, let's go through the next one here. All right, let me pull this up. Okay.
So I've been seeing a lot.
Again, if we go through your clinic or, you want us to go through your clinic, please reach out to us. We'd love to do that. We can do it live. We can do it, private. You can ask us questions, whatever. We'd love to do this for your clinic. And hopefully just doing this alone is helpful to you guys watching. Yeah, let's watch this ad here.
So I've been seeing a lot online about afternoon routines and what each wellness practitioner does. So I thought I would give you guys my 2 cents. Your afternoon routine is actually very important for you to get a good restful night's sleep, which is critical to good health. Now, the first thing I would say is if you're able to look at the afternoon sun, the sunset, that red frequency from the sunset starts to tell your brain that the nighttime is approaching and it starts to make nighttime chemicals. Now, the other thing that's important is that you don't eat too late because if your body is making insulin, it cannot make melatonin in the presence of darkness while you're sleeping. So, you want to try not to eat 3 or 4 hours at least before you go to bed. And then it's important that you do something like the blue blockers or you eliminate light in your eyes at least 2 hours before bedtime. So I usually put my blue blockers on a couple of hours before bed if I'm watching TV or playing on my phone, because blocking that blue light is critically important to making melatonin and tons of other hormones. And then you want to make sure that if you have to get up in the middle of the night, the blue blockers go back on. It only takes 9 seconds of light to screw up the healing center of your brain and start the day over. So if you'll follow those things, I think you'll be healthier.
Okay, so this is an interesting ad. I don't think we've had an ad in this sort of style, or at least leaning into this style as much. However, I think this style of ad is extremely useful and it works if it's done well. Andrew, what do you think about this ad?
A infomercial, like you're giving out information, but he's coming at a perspective of a professional because he's a doctor, obviously. So he's giving out like almost like medical advice, which is actually a really good angle because people are willing to listen to it because they are like, oh, it's a doctor, so I want to listen to it. And even the hook, even though it's like not like specifically calling out something, like it still is really good. Like it draws you in and makes you wanna, like, learn more because it talks about, like, what the trend is right now. Like, people are talking about afternoon routines, and this is my 2 cents on it pretty much. So, I really liked it. I mean, if he just threw in like, small CTA, that probably would be the only thing I'd say to change it. Like, at the very end, just say, like, "Hey, if you'd like more information, click below and come to, like, our website, or if you are dealing with sleep issues, you can come see me at our clinic, and this is an offer we're doing." Something as simple as that would get, like, so many people coming through your doors.
Yeah, yeah, completely agree. Yeah, this is taking an educational angle, which is hard to do, but if it's done correctly, can be more successful than anything else. Another thing that's really cool too is the hook that he used is more complex. Instead of calling out an audience, which is pretty simple to do, however, nobody seems to do it as you find out watching these podcasts, but it is pretty simple to do. Instead, he uses a trend as his hook, which is harder to do, and it means that this ad isn't going to last forever, but the trend works really well at captivating people who are in the audience of that trend. For example, if I show you guys the hook
So I've
again.
been seeing a lot online about afternoon routines and what each wellness practitioner does. So I thought I would give you guys my.
Okay, right off the bat, he gives example videos of viral videos that are in a trend and niche of afternoon routines, evening routines to help improve your sleep. So he's piggybacking off of that trend to his audience. So every one of the audience that have watched these trendy videos are now going to be captivated and watch the ad. Who are the types of people that watch these videos? Where it's actually people like us, people our age, probably younger, both female and male, maybe a little bit more male, but pretty, universal as far as gender goes. The age is probably going to is going to be between 18 and 30 or 18 and 40. He's piggybacking off of a trends audience, and he does it extremely well here. If I saw this personally, I would definitely watch probably at least 20 seconds of this for sure. If I saw this ad personally, he did a very good job. Like Andrew said, throw a CTA in there, throw an offer in there, and this is a 10 out of 10 ad. This is really, really good. Okay, let's see if the landing page is just as good. And actually, so this one I put in here for us to review, this does not have a landing page, which I wanted to put this ad in just because I watched a little bit of this ad beforehand, so I knew it was good. I threw it in here just to show what an educational ad is like. But also, man, why would you not have a landing page, a CTA that then says, hey, we have this offer running. Hey, if you need help with this, you can book in this. We help you with these kinds of things. Go to our website. It's going to talk about the same things. Maybe on a website, you have a longer video of you going through it more in depth or something like that. And then people can book into your clinic. Right now, you're paying for brand awareness, but it's people that are like, yes, like they're almost, the people that watch this ad are almost going to be begging for you to tell them, hey, if you want help, if you want more information, if you want to come visit me, click the link below. And you don't do it, and you don't even allow people to find it themselves. There's no way to go to any sort of external link here. So yeah, that it's a missed opportunity for sure. Dr. Kevin, if you are listening to this, we'd love to talk to you because you have a lot of potential with this ad. You're just missing the opportunity here to actually convert these into paying patients for your clinic. Andrew, do you have anything to add to that, or?
They actually just almost, you're better off with this, just removing it as an ad and posting it as content because you're paying and nothing's really going through right now. So, I mean, if I were you, I'd just take it off the ads and just post it on your main page.
Yeah.
Because this is a great trust building video. Like this would build a lot of trust with any of your future clients that you do actually run an ad.
Yeah, 100%. If you wanted to use this as content, then use it as content. However, I do think if you made just added a CTA, just made a couple little adjustments to the ad and then made a landing page, this is one killer advertisement. Now, this is going to be better than the majority of clinics, not in your city, but in your country and what they're advertising. Okay, so based off of just the ad alone, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 only because there's no CTA, there's no actually conversion going on. But yes, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 out of the ad alone. What are you thinking, Andrew?
Rate it on the ad alone because the whole point of our rating system is to book an appointment.
Well,
and I don't think anyone's going to book an
on the ad
appointment if there's
alone,
no link.
imagine if they did have an area where you could just go and book from this ad. How good do you think it would convert?
I don't really know because there's no landing page. I mean, just like an 8, yeah.
Okay, there we go.